Hello and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, with your readings here for April the 15th through April the 21st. Now, I want to thank you all for all the likes, shares, comments and the new subscribers. If you're new, thank you so much for tuning in, and I really hope you enjoy these readings and that you will come back. If you are returning, thank you. I appreciate your loyalty and support of this channel. Now, these are general readings, guys, so please don't assume that everything I say here applies to you. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you would like a more in-depth personal reading, click on this link here, which will take you to my website. You can peruse the kind of readings that I offer. And what else? I think that's it. Let's go to your card, shall we? Hello, Leo, and welcome to your reading for, this is your horoscope section of your reading for April the 15th through April the 21st. This is going up late. I apologize. That's all I can say. Life happens. Anyway, what's going on for you astrologically? Well, let me put my glasses on. Mercury moves into Aries through your house of adventure and spirituality. So travel to a remote location could be on your mind. Now, how can I make it happen is possibly the question you're asking yourself. But you are determined to go, Leo. I would just say be careful not to make a rash decision at this time. Mull it over for a day or two before pulling the trigger on a massively expensive travel plan. It's almost like you'll be looking for an experience of a lifetime. This would be, you know, almost yearning for it, if you will. But just go through all the scenarios first and the effect it would have on, the ripple effect it'll have on everyone that you know, on your work, on your responsibilities, on your loved ones, before you make any final decisions. Just, you know, keep the plan in your head, but just don't finalize any plans right now. Now on Friday, April the 18th, the moon in Libra, so that was Wednesday, I don't know if I mentioned that. Now on Friday, the full moon happens in your house of communication, Leo. Your conversations could be emotionally charged. However, you will look for the middle ground and so that you can harmonize. It's going to be very important for you to harmonize any conflict you get into, anything like that. Debate is very likely, a healthy debate. You know, I think you'll be, you know, reaching out to everyone at this point. You can kind of have a conversation with someone on the street about a very deep and interesting subject. It's that kind of energy. Now, you might also have the tendency to blurt something out inadvertently with Uranus opposite the full moon in Taurus. So you could make a glib comment. So just, you know, you may surprise yourself with candor, actually. Now, April the 20th, the sun moves into Taurus and it will be transiting your house of career and ambition. So this will light a fire of creativity and energy. It'll energize your career sector. You know, opportunities could appear out of nowhere. Expect the unexpected. And later on that evening, Venus moves into, of course, you know, I just want to mention the sun rules your, you know, your sign. So you're very in your element, you're very energized, you're very inspired. And now later on that night, Venus moves into your house of adventure in the sign of Aries. Aries is a cardinal sign. It's get up, take action and go, right? So this will give you a determination to sail off on that to that remote location you were thinking about earlier in the week. You know, listen, this could be a spiritual retreat or a pilgrimage that's calling your name. Whatever the case, you are likely to have a one-track mind, you know, getting the hell out of Dodge. Leo, let's go to your card, shall we? Hello, lovely Leo. Oh, Leo, my love, what a beautiful... I'm going off on a nonsensical poem that I learnt as a child in England. One of my favourites, but I won't go into it. Leo, welcome to your tarot card section of your reading. And I've already shuffled these offline. I apologise for the lateness of this reading, but it is getting there before the major aspects. So I'm trying to get these out in a timely fashion. It doesn't always work out that way. Okay, 2 more cards for Leo, please, for the 15th through the 21st. 1 more card for Leo. 1 more card for Leo. There we are. And I have clarifying cards now. Okay. Okay. I've already shuffled these. I'll do it 1 more time, just for screen's sake. Okay. Okay, please clarify. Oh, there it is. I was going to say, and then please, oh, darling, they are jumping out all over so fast. And please clarify the Knight of, there it is. Okay. All right. Let's look at your cards. The first card out for you is the High Priestess. The next card clarifying that is the Fool. The next card you have is the Nine of Wands. Clarifying the Nine of Wands is the Star card. And then you have the Knight of Swords, and clarifying that you have the Ten of Swords. Let me make sure that's right. Yes. Okay, so the first card out for you is the High Priestess. When the High Priestess comes up, she's saying trust your intuition, because she is giving you the keys to her treasure trove of information, of spells, of the Akashic records. It's information she doesn't give up lightly, so she is saying you are highly intuitive right now. The thing is, you know, we've got the full moon. It's always kind of a very emotional, sensitive time. So you will likely be feeling it. And if I'm not mistaken, where is the moon happening? In your house of communication. This definitely has something to do with the moon, because of you're opened up to that intuition and gut feeling. So listen, trust your gut feeling. Now, clarifying the High Priestess is the Fool. And the Fool is about change, right? There's change coming in your life, and the Fool is like going on an adventure. And you definitely got Mercury in your house of adventure, right? And this is about starting on a journey. And sometimes there's fear in going on. You know, when the Fool comes up, it's kind of, sometimes you feel fear, but the Fool is kind of, he trusts that everything is going to work out perfect. He's almost, you know, he's kind of naive in a way, but refreshingly so. It's a change in energy. So when you are in fear of, oh my God, what's going to happen? I don't know what's going to happen. What's in your head? Oh my God. And you're thinking of the, worst case scenario. What am I going to do now? What am I going to do? It could be a loss of a job, a change of an address or something like that. But he is like, the Fool is like, oh, this is an adventure. What is going to happen next? I can't wait. He's like running ahead. And he has this little trusty dog. He trusts. He's like man's best friend. It's that loyalty and trust that everything is going to be fine. So the next card up for you is the 9 of Wands. And the 9 of Wands is about, I really feel that you want to get away. I feel that you're tired, Leo. I feel that you're exhausted and you're tired. This is exhaustion. This is tired of kind of fighting for life every day, fighting for what you own and what you deserve and what's yours, right? Protecting it. And it's that day in, day out. I mean, he's been battling for so long. He's just dog-eared, in the 9 of Wands. And the thing is when the 9 of Wands comes up, it's saying don't give up. You feel like giving up when this card comes up, but don't give up, darling. Keep going, because number 9, you're nearly at the finish line. 10 is the finish line, right? So you're almost there. But what this does say, it's like retreat for a little, have a little respite, heal, lick your wounds, heal your wounds, and then get back up and, rejuvenate. Go to a spa, darling. Really treat yourself. Do you, and then come back, and start all over again, because it's not going to feel like a fight for much longer, is what I'm saying. It's not going to feel that way. It just feels that way now. And the card clarifying this is the Star, which is saying healing is coming in for you. This is a deep healing. It heals you on all levels. It's spiritual, emotional, and physical. It's one of the prayers I say before each reading. I always ask Archangel Raphael to heal me physically, emotionally, and spiritually, and anyone who watches, let them feel that healing energy for themselves. So that's what I ask every time I do a reading, among a million other things I ask for. I'm a Leo rising, I'm high maintenance. I'm demanding, But this is really saying that you are going to be healed. So don't give up, Leo. You can do it. I feel like giving up most days, but I don't. I eventually get my act together and get it together. Now, the next card in for you is the Knight of Swords. Now, knights are always about fast energy, coming in really fast. And this knight in particular, he's a well, they're all kind of champions. They're all, loyal and gallant, and they're all righteous. And he is definitely a champion for justice. So he's quick to judge as well. He might, this is sometimes is coming in and it's he has a logical mind, but in a way that's really fast. And if he thinks you're doing something, nefarious or not quite above board, off, the sword comes down and you're a goner. So what I would say when the Knight of Swords comes in, I would always say don't take any shortcuts and really do the next right thing. Like, just keep everything above board. Don't do anything underhanded. And because I also feel that this is kind of karmic too. So it's whatever you put out, you get back. So put wonderful, loving energy out. And darling, Leo, you are heart-centered. you are that. Occasionally your ego can get in the way, you know, sometimes. You know, anyone with Leo in their chart. I know I can at times get a little egotistical. But, well, in the past, I'm totally healed from that. Anyway, so clarifying the Knight of Swords is the 10 of Swords. Now, look, I'm laughing, but like, you know, look, he's dead on the ground with 10 swords in his back. The good news is that you have experienced pain in your life. Look, we all have, right? So I feel that some of you have really been through a hard time and really been through some betrayal and some real deep, you know, broken heart. You know, it's just you've been stabbed in the back, right? Metaphorically speaking, hopefully. I don't think you'd be watching this if it was literal, but the thing is, when the 10 of Swords comes in, it's saying all that is done. There is no pain, no more pain for you, Leo. You're leaving this behind. I don't even have to tell you to leave this behind. It's gone. You're not, because sometimes this is hanging on to that pain and feeling it, but I think you just can't take this pain anymore, so you've dropped it. And that you're not going to be so deeply affected by this any longer. So there's a freedom there. I mean, you know, major arcanas are life-changing. You have three in this reading. 3 major arcanas. You have the Star, which is a deep healing on all levels. You have the High Priestess, who is coming in with intuition and psychic abilities for you. So trust your gut instinct, because your gut instinct, the more you trust it, the more trustworthy it becomes, and it is telling you something. So start listening to that. And the Fool is an adventure. So I feel that you're leaving all this behind. You're getting a healing. From all this, you know, hard work and this feeling of being on a like a hamster on a wheel kind of thing. And you are going to go forward, kind of renewed, a different person. And it's really, really exciting. And it's going to happen in a very fast way. Just remember, no shortcuts. Leo, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you. If you like this video, please don't forget to like it. Click on the thumbs up button. And then please share it on your social media. I really would appreciate you getting my message out, getting my videos viewed more. And comment, guys. Leos very rarely comment on my thing. You know, talk to me, I'm here. I answer every comment. Good or bad. I prefer the good ones, though, I have to admit. And listen, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.